In 1977, a normal London home turned into a battleground between the living and the paranormal. This is the chilling real story of the Enfield Poltergeist, the most famous haunting in British history. It all started in August 1977 in Enfield, North London. Peggy Hodgson, a single mother, lived in a modest house with her 4 children. One night, her daughters Janet, 11, and Margaret, 13, complained that their beds were shaking. At first, Peggy thought they were imagining things, until she saw a heavy chest of drawers move on its own. Within days, strange noises started, knocks, bangs, and furniture sliding across the floor. Janet began to levitate in front of witnesses, including neighbors and journalists.
We couldn't make out what it was. I heard the knocking as I walked in the front door, but I went all over the house, checked it, checked the walls, checked everything. Just couldn't make out what it was. So in the end, I thought to myself, well, there's only one thing. I'll call the police.
One of the 2 police officers sent to investigate made the following remarkable statement about what they heard and saw in this living room. There were 4 distinct taps on the wall, and then silence. About 2 minutes later, I heard more tapping from a different wall. The other police constable checked the walls, attic, and pipes, but could find nothing to explain the knocking. The eldest son of the family pointed to a chair next to the sofa. I then saw the chair slide across the floor. It moved approximately 3 to 4 feet and then came to rest. I checked the chair, but could find nothing to explain how it had moved.
The police definitely wanted to get out of the house.
How could you tell?
They was as frightened as I was. And then the second night we went back in there again, and we got the same reaction again. We got this knocking. And then to see a Lego. I witnessed a box of Lego underneath a chair, but I walked into the room. As I walked into the room, the Lego began to fly. But where it was coming from, I don't know. One piece hit me on the arm. And
Did it hurt?
Oh, it brought a lump up. It caught me on the elbow, and it brought a lump up. And as I
One
say,
tiny little piece?
One tiny little piece of Lego. Now, it's not much bigger than a 3/4 inch. But it caught me on the elbow. And as I say, it brought a lump up.
She would suddenly speak in a strange male voice, claiming to be the ghost of a man named Bill Wilkins, who had died in the house years ago. The story reached the media, and reporters flooded the area. The Daily Mirror published photos of Janet being lifted into the air. Many thought they were fake, but others believed them. The Society for Psychical Research and other paranormal experts began investigations. One man, Maurice Gross, stayed in the house for months and recorded hundreds of hours of supernatural activity. Famous paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren also visited the Enfield house. Lorraine later said, "This was no child's prank. It was a clear case of demonic possession." However, not everyone agreed. Skeptics accused the children of faking some incidents, especially after one video showed Janet bending spoons and hiding a recorder. Some believe it was a desperate cry for attention. Others are convinced the Hodgson family truly experienced something evil, something not of this world. Janet later admitted to faking a few incidents, but insisted that most of it was real, whether it inspired books, documentaries, and even the movie The Conjuring 2. To this day, that house in Enfield is still known for the ghosts
There's a
that
house
wouldn't
in a
leave. Subscribe for more true horror stories.